So I'm wearing a bodysuit for the purpose of showing you how to use the laser lipo radio frequency cavitation machine. Now this is originally what it looks like for those who purchased this one. There are two other machines that I have, and I'll show those in another video. I just want to focus on this one because this does both for you, which means the plate itself, it cavitates, so that means it bursts the fat cells that you want to burst. And then around it is the radio frequency, the lighting, it's a red light, and that helps to tighten the skin because you will feel heat from this. You'll also hear a sound, like a radio frequency sound in your ear when you use this as well. So I wanted to forewarn you of that. So I have been using this thing, I want to be honest, off and on for the past year and a half. It's about to be on 2 years. And the areas I'm still working on are these two areas right here. You can see it, like I have a little, they're like weird, like pudgy, but they don't bother me because it kind of looks sexy when whatever. But these are the areas that I'm working on to really just tighten them because they're starting to feel tighter, but before they felt kind of like loose pockets of fat. Really, it was just loose skin or skin that needed to be supported. So after you use this, make sure you use a waist trainer or a wrap if you're doing it on your arms and your legs. So how to use this around your waist. I have an hourglass now from using this thing and from my liposuction surgery that I had at Sono Bello. So I want to make sure I'm fully transparent as to what has happened with my body. I have been in a bodybuilding competition before. I have gone through the whole thing of prepping for things like this, meal prepping, weight training, bodybuilding. I've done all of that. So now that I'm in my mid-40s, I want to keep that same effect, but this time I'm more on stress management and doing things that supplement me still working out. Because working out is very important because it does help with menopause symptoms and perimenopause symptoms for those of you who may not know. So that's why you probably don't hear me talk a lot about menopause yet. So if you are working, depending on how your stomach is and how much fat, or it really just depends. I really just want to show you how you can use this to get this hourglass effect, not only focusing on the front aspect of your body, because we always focus on the Fupa aspect, but you also want to focus on the lower half here. And for those of us that I don't have much bra fat anymore from using this and from weight training. So how you use this is how you hold it. So I'm holding it this way, and that allows me to just really just focus on this bottom aspect of my body. So if you want to work only on your Fupa area, this back and forth motion is really good. You want to switch hands and do the exact same thing so that you are evening out your time, and not only that, you're evening out your muscles because you're going to be toned from doing this on your own. Your arms are going to be toned. If you're just focusing on just that area for a few minutes, you'll do it in a circular motion, and you do want to do this somewhat slow and really controlled, paying attention to that area or the area that you're trying to shrink down. Same thing here, moving in a circle. Even here in the center, moving in a circle. So working with the Fupa area below, straight across from one side to the other, or even your time out by just focusing in a circle in one area, and then focusing in a circle in one area, and then focusing in a circle in the center area. Now, when you want to get to your back area, you'll change your hand position, and you're going to grab like this, and you'll be able to move back and forth. Now, you can't go from one side all the way to the other side of your body, so you're going to have to even your timing out by making sure You do this 5 minutes or whatever amount of time you want to do it on this side, and then you want to make sure you have that same hand grip and do the exact same thing on the other side. So you're back and forth from that lower aspect of your back and pushing down into your groin area. Okay. When you're trying to get that hourglass appeal, instead of doing this, you want to go from back down, and when you come up, you'll do the same thing. So from back to front. So I'm not lifting the handle from my body. I'm just moving back and forth and pushing it down into my groin area, because it has a lot to do with your lymphatic system. Okay. Same thing on the other side, making sure you're holding it and you're creating this like you're slimming your waist, doing it this way instead of going back and forth this way. So if you ever go to a salon and get this done, this is the direction that they're going to go back and forth on. They'll have you laying on your side and work pretty fast or slow, depending on what machine they're using, back and forth in this motion. Okay. When you are working on your bra fat, same grip, stay in that area and move in a circle. Okay. Now, you're going to have toned arms doing this because you're working your shoulders, your arms, your wrists. You're going to tone up your upper body from doing this. This is just an added bonus to doing this at home. Same thing on this side, focus here. And this is where most of our bra fat is in this area. So how you hold it does matter. So when you're just working with the front aspect of your body, you're holding it in its normal handle. Well, you're holding it in its normal handle and going from side to side, or staying in your perspective areas, making sure you switch hands. When you're doing full waist and back, you're going here, back and forth, or completely up and down, back and forth. So up and down, back and forth. Same grip, circular in your one area. When you want to do the same thing, back and forth. And stay in your perspective area. Cool. So I hope that makes sense. That's when you're using this one that has both radio frequency and the cavitation plate all at the same time. The other machines, I'll show you how you use them in the other videos. Hope this helps.